Hello, my name is Wayne Croley. I am the author of the book Prophecy Proof Insights of the End Times. In this video, I want to share with you why I wrote this book for you. People want to learn about Bible prophecy, but they don't know where to look. There's information everywhere these days. Forums, books, blogs, websites, radio, internet, movies. It's everywhere. And unfortunately, a lot of that information is speculative. People are hyping a lot of stuff these days. People say the rapture is going to be on this date. They say, oh, I had a dream that such and such and so is the Antichrist. The Antichrist is this person. The world's going to end on this date. And unfortunately, it's a lot of speculation these days. And as a person who's looking for Bible prophecy truth, it's hard to know who to turn to because you're hearing a lot of stuff from different people. And it's hard to decipher which person you should be listening to. And oftentimes, a lot of people get burned by this. And for example, my dad was a person who got burned. My dad collected a lot of Bible prophecy information when he was really studying the subject closely. When I was growing up, I saw that he had books, cassettes, radio programs, CDs. He'd have everything that you could think of in trying to learn Bible prophecy. And unfortunately, a lot of that information became outdated very quickly, or the person who claimed to know what they were talking about was flat out wrong. And so he had ended up a whole collection full of very, 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 useless information, or just information of very, very little use. So he got burned by that. So as a person looking for Bible prophecy information that's truthful, you don't want to get burned by someone. You want to look for somebody that is going to give you information that's not outdated and a person who actually knows what they're talking about. And it's hard these days. It's very, very challenging. I began to study Bible prophecy when I turned 16 years old. My main motivation starting out was to help my dad better understand Bible prophecy. He would be someone who would spend a lot of his free time studying Bible prophecy, but he wasn't getting very far with it. I thought that, well, if I studied it, maybe I could someday help him understand that kind of information. And as the more I studied it, I had this growing desire to help other people understand Bible prophecy. And with that, quickly became the desire to write a book about Bible prophecy. However, I didn't know how long it would take before I would actually start writing a book because I'm 16 years old. I got high school and I got college and stuff following that. So I studied Bible prophecy. I studied Bible prophecy throughout all high school. I spent all my free time. I was pretty much a loser in high school because I would spend my free time, like my summer vacations, my breaks during class, after school hours. All my time went into studying the subject. So I didn't have a lot of social activities because I was studying the subject so intensely. But then I got to college. I didn't have much time to study Bible prophecy during college, but I still studied as much as I could. And over that time, the more I studied, the more I realized there's a lot of unbiblical information out there. A lot of the popular teachings these days are unbiblical, unfortunately. And with that, the thought came to me that, well, you better not put off writing a book about Bible prophecy off like that. You better write a book about that because there's so much information out there that's misleading people. You gotta at least do what you can do to at least set the record straight in a lot of teachings. So with that, I made it a top priority in my life to write a book about Bible prophecy. And with that, I made a lot of sacrifices in doing that. A lot of people my age have families, they have houses, they have a lot of stuff, but that's stuff that I don't have. And the reason I don't have that is because I devoted all my time and energy into completing this comprehensive book about the end times. So I felt it was more important for me to write this book and help people to not be led astray than it was for me to have a house, to start a family and things like that. So this book has a extremely high personal value to me because I made these kind of sacrifices where I said, okay, no children, no wife, things like that, because you need to focus upon writing this book about the end times to help people who may be led astray if this book does not exist. Prophecy Proof Insights of the End Times is a book that took many, many years to write. I've done many, many revisions, making it ready. I've double, triple checked information. It's biblical. It's no nonsense. It doesn't have the hype and speculation and just promotion of individuals and events that you see a lot today that people get led astray upon. It's a no-nonsense Bible prophecy book that I hope is going to be timeless. It's a book that I hope that people years from now, 15, 20 years from now, will find that the information in that book is still valid. And writing a Bible prophecy book is a responsibility that I do not take lightly. I would not make these sacrifices in my life, and I would not spend all this time writing and rewriting and spending long nights just pouring my heart and soul into writing a book. I would not do something like that unless I felt it was absolutely necessary to do. So it's a responsibility that I don't take lightly, and I hope that you will check out the book, Prophecy Proof Insights of the End Times.